C'est des ombres. Je les vois comme des ombres. Je les sens comme étant des anges qui me protègent, quoi.
The ghosts and guardian angels hidden in the brains of patients with Parkinson's disease can be revealed with a simple robotic task. EBFL scientists are showing that patients who are more prone to these presence hallucinations are also more likely to develop severe forms of the disease.
Presence hallucination is this strong sensation to have the feeling somebody behind, and when we turn around, there is no one. Presence hallucination is a very frequent symptom in Parkinson's disease, happening in 40 to 60, 70% of the patients.
We have no true understanding of how hallucinations are generated by the brain. So what our procedure does is that we can do this in the lab. So we don't have to wait for the state to appear spontaneously. We can induce it in the lab across several conditions and in a controlled way. We refer to it as the hallucination stress test. The system is actually quite simple. We have two robots. One robot is in front of the subject and will measure the movement, and the second robot will feed back signals to the individual that we're testing, Parkinson patients or healthy subject. And then when we induce a mismatch, so if the front robot is doing something else than the back robot, this is the condition where the presence hallucination occurs.
By having a delay between the front movement and that on the back, we trick the brain into perceiving this presence hallucination. This, we believe, is generated to the fact the brain makes a prediction of what will happen. Because of the delay, this prediction is falsified. Therefore, it thinks that there is somebody behind them during the robotic task.
It happens in a safe environment, and the patient can also realize that it's not a strange thing that happens, it's something that really is based on very specific brain mechanisms.
Moi, j'avertissais une présence, et je dois préciser donc que cette présence, je l'ai avertie bien avant que je passe le test avec le robot. Je dis bien que c'est le robot qui a éveillé en moi ce problème. Donc je me suis souvenu et je l'ai raconté, tel quel.
Maurizio De Livrano was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2015. The robotic hallucination stress test helped him to understand that he had already experienced presence hallucinations due to the illness.
Je me rappelle la première fois, j'étais en train d'éplucher une pomme et en plein cette pomme, j'ai averti des frissons dans le dos. Alors la première fois, donc je n'ai pas bougé. La deuxième, puis au bout de quelques frissons, là je me suis retourné. Cette présence, je l'ai associée donc à la présence de ma mère. Ma mère qui est décédée en 2010, et je me suis dit, elle vient là pour peut-être m'annoncer quelque chose.
Joseph Frey was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2009. His first hallucinations were of his shadows that he calls his guardian angels.
J'ai commencé à sentir sur mon côté droite une présence. Et cette présence, elle n'était pas négative, elle n'était pas violente, c'était une présence très douce.
The scientists focused on revealing presence hallucinations among 26 patients with Parkinson's. Both De Livrano and Frey were among the more sensitive to the robotic task. They've also reported more severe hallucinations outside of the lab. This time, their hallucinations were visual.
Je suis en train de boire mon verre pour prendre la pastille et je vois descendre de côté, comme des fils avec des araignées. Alors, je me force de ne pas regarder, mais au bout d'un moment, le regard, il va quand même voir, il n'y a rien.
Il y a eu une fois, un moment, une grande violence. J'étais assis là, je regardais la télévision et j'ai senti une présence sur ma gauche. Et j'ai tourné, j'ai regardé, puis je me suis vu moi-même. Ça a été très violent. J'ai eu peur.
We can predict and define a subgroup of patients suffering from Parkinson's disease who are extremely sensitive to our hallucination stress test. And this hallucination stress test is linked with negative consequences that these individuals may develop. So we can predict whether you're part of that group or of another group of Parkinson patients. We want to go more deeply into the neuroscience of this particular hallucination as well as related hallucinations. We have to further improve our robotic design and methodology so that it's robust and can be tested in clinical trials. What we want to do is try to see whether even 10 years before